The guy never expected to awaken the most broken ability imaginable. Any skill or spell he sees just once, he can instantly copy and use as his own. But even someone this overpowered ran into his biggest problem. Right after defeating the Demon King with the heroes party, the Demon King was dead, but hundreds of thousands of demons were still alive. Meanwhile, the heroes team had already burned through every last bit of stamina and mana. If they stayed, they were all dead. That's when the guy stepped forward. He only said one thing: "You guys go, I'll hold them off." Then, he charged straight into an endless sea of monsters. What he never saw coming was that he'd be holding the line for the next 10 years. During those 10 years, he turned himself into a one-man war machine. At first, his mana ran dry, his HP was almost gone, and he was seconds away from collapsing. Then out of nowhere, a demon general cast an energy drain skill on him. Big mistake, it activated his copy ability. He stole the skill and used it right back. From that moment on, the battle completely changed. Out of mana? Drain it. Low on health? Drain it. Tired? Drain it. Sleepy? Still draining. Eventually, he even learned automatic casting. Even while asleep, his body kept hunting monsters on its own. Everyone else needed breaks to level up. This guy leveled up in his sleep. For 10 straight years, he never stopped fighting. An entire demon army was wiped out by one man. Meanwhile, the new Demon King finally finished resurrecting. He thought he was about to conquer the world again. Instead, the first thing he saw was a guy who'd been grinding monsters for 10 years straight. The Demon King froze. He immediately pulled out his strongest cursed weapon and prepared for the final battle. Too bad, the guy never gave him the chance. One sealing spell. The Demon King couldn't move. Then came energy drain. His life force, his mana, everything was sucked away. The Demon King desperately resisted, but all he could do was watch himself grow weaker, second by second. In the end, he didn't even get to say his last words. He crumbled into dust. No revival, no second chance. After the battle, the guy finally realized he was completely broke. His ID from 10 years ago had been destroyed long ago. So, he headed back to the royal capital. The moment he entered the city, he looked more like a homeless drifter than a legendary hero. He decided to visit his old warrior teammate, but before he could even step inside, the butler threw him out. After all, who would believe that this ragged-looking stranger was the hero who saved the world 10 years ago? With nowhere else to go, he wandered through the city. Soon, he spotted a gigantic statue standing in the middle of the square. The statue was him. He casually asked a passerby, "Who's that?" The guy stared at him like he'd lost his mind. "You seriously don't know the savior saint? 10 years ago, he stayed behind alone to hold off the entire demon army so the hero's party could escape. He died a hero." Hearing that, he completely froze. The whole world had believed he was dead for the past 10 years. To get a new identity, he headed to the Adventurers Guild. Just as the receptionist started questioning who he was, a familiar voice called out to him. His old warrior companion had arrived. 10 years later, he'd become the guild master of the entire Adventurers Guild. As for the hero, he was now the king. The moment they realized their friend was still alive, both of them burst into tears. They immediately dragged him away for the biggest feast they could find. He absolutely demolished the food. After all, for the past 10 years, he'd survived entirely by absorbing monster energy. He hadn't eaten a real meal even once. That's when his two old friends noticed something unbelievable. They had grown old, but he hadn't changed at all. In fact, he looked even younger than he did 10 years ago. Makes sense. He'd spent a decade absorbing the life force of countless monsters and even two demon kings. Basically, the ultimate anti